The Secret of the 80-20 Island. Listen closely, for this is the tale of a young adventurer and the mysterious island where focus meant fortune. Once, in the bustling city of Silverport, there lived a young man named Oliver. Unlike the other townsfolk who worked ordinary jobs, Oliver dreamed of adventure, of finding treasures hidden in faraway lands. He had read many tales, but one legend intrigued him most: the 80-20 Island. It was said that a vast treasure was buried there, so great it could make a person rich for life. But the legend came with a warning. 80% of the treasure lies in 20% of the island. To find it, you must search wisely. Many treasure hunters had sailed there before, but none returned with more than bruises and empty hands. They wasted time searching every corner of the island, missing the truth of the legend. But Oliver was different. He believed he could solve the mystery. Begins. And so, one bright morning, Oliver set sail on a small wooden ship. With a map in hand, his heart full of hope, he journeyed across the endless blue sea. After 3 days of calm winds and quiet waters, a shape appeared on the horizon. It was 80-20 Island, a vast land covered in forests, cliffs, rivers, and one great sleeping volcano. Stepping onto the golden sand of the beach, Oliver looked around. "Where do I begin?" he wondered aloud. The map showed 5 regions: the Whispering Forest, where strange noises filled the air; the shining beach, with its golden sands and calm waves; the rocky cliffs, steep and treacherous; the Serpent River winding through the island like a silver ribbon; and the sleeping volcano towering over everything like a giant. Oliver thought to himself, "I'll search everywhere just to be safe." The struggle. But searching everywhere soon became a mistake. For 2 days, Oliver cut through the Whispering Forest, where vines tangled around his feet and the buzzing of insects drove him mad. He found nothing but old bones and shadows that whispered as he passed. Then he climbed the rocky cliffs, sweating and slipping on loose stones. From the top, the view was breathtaking, but there was no treasure, only the howling wind. Twice he nearly fell, and twice he cursed himself. By the 4th day, exhausted and frustrated, Oliver sat on the shining beach and stared at the waves. He thought about the legend again. 80% of the treasure lies in 20% of the island. He realized his mistake. "I'm searching everywhere just like all the others before me. I need to observe. I need to focus." A smarter approach. And so, Oliver began to watch the island. He paid attention to the details others might miss. On the shining beach, some patches of sand sparkled brighter than others. Near the Serpent River, flocks of seagulls circled overhead, diving into the water. And at night, the sleeping volcano gave off a faint, glowing light. "These are signs," Oliver murmured. "Signs that something is here." The next morning, he began at the shining beach, carefully walking along the hot, sparkling sand. He noticed that some areas felt warmer than others. "Why is the sand so hot here?" he wondered. With a shovel, Oliver dug into the hottest spot, and there it was. A small chest filled with gold coins and gemstones. His heart raced. The treasure! But Oliver didn't stop there. He followed the seagulls to the Serpent River and found something else, a golden key hidden beneath the water. "A key?" he said aloud. "This must lead to something greater." At night, with the golden key in his pocket, Oliver climbed the sleeping volcano. Near the summit, he discovered an ancient stone door, half buried in the rocks. The faint glow he'd noticed before shone through cracks in the stone. With trembling hands, Oliver slid the golden key into the lock. The door groaned as it opened, revealing a hidden chamber deep within the volcano. Inside, The walls sparkled with gold, and treasures of every kind, jewels, coins, crowns, were piled high. Oliver fell to his knees in awe. "I did it," he whispered. "I found the heart of the treasure." The return. After gathering what he could carry, Oliver left the island. Before he sailed away, he wrote a message on a piece of parchment, sealed it in a bottle, and left it on the shore. The message read, "To those who seek the treasure, observe, focus, and choose wisely. 80% of the treasure lies in 20% of the island. Do not waste time searching where nothing can be found." When Oliver returned to Silverport, the townspeople greeted him as a hero. They asked, "How did you succeed where so many others failed?" And Oliver smiled and said, "Most people search everywhere and find nothing. I focused on where the treasure truly was." The lesson of the island. And so the story of 80/20 Island teaches us a valuable truth. 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. Whether searching for treasure or pursuing dreams in life, success comes to those who observe, focus, and act where it matters most. Final thought. And now, dear listener, remember Oliver's story. Whenever you feel lost, searching for something that seems just out of reach, stop and ask yourself, am I searching everywhere, or am I focusing on the places that matter most?